comebacks from Trinitarian scholars is that their opponent doesn't know the doctrine of the Trinity. This is what they do. Instead of actually saying you don't know the scriptures, they say you don't understand the doctrine of the Trinity. By knowing the Trinity, you would understand the Bible. Well, that's not the case. Well, I'm just going to ask you a question. All you guys watching this video, do you think Robert A. Morey understands the Trinity? Wrote this book a while back, The Trinity, Evidence and Issues, Dr. Robert A. Morey. You think he knows the Trinity? Bob Morey Live, back when I was younger. I used to listen to him. I even debated him a few times on the air. Well, someone asked me last night in Bible study, one of my brothers, he said, the verse that says, my God, why have you forsaken me? Does that prove that there is somehow a more than one person of God? And I argue no. It just shows that he's a human being. And I'm going to quote Robert Morey here. The doctrine of the humanity of Jesus Christ means that he was limited like any other mortal man, in the same way that we are limited. For example, just as we cannot do miracles by our own power, Acts 3:12, neither could he, John 5:30. Just as the Father is greater than us, the Father was greater than Jesus, John 14:28. Just as we address the Father as God, so did he, Matthew 27:46. That's the verse, my God, why have you forsaken me? Just as we can be overcome by emotion by the death of a friend, so was he, John 11:35. He was a man in the fullest sense of the term, John 8:40. So if that's true, a Trinitarian should never use these passages that show he's a human, because these passages do not prove he's God. But this is what Trinitarians do. They'll show these passages to show a distinction between Jesus and God. But actually the distinction is only because he's a real human being. And just like Robert Morey proved here in this quote, it proves he's a real human being. It does not prove he's a second God or another God or anything like that. It just proves he's a real human life. He prayed just as we pray. He submitted his will. That's the point. You can't prove from these passages that he's a second God or a part of God or anything like that. These passages prove and show he's a real human being. If you agree, like, share, comment, and share with a friend.